Welcome to Afric Vibe News, your go-to source for bold, authentic African stories. We bring you the truth behind the headlines, straight from the continent's heart. Disclaimer: content shared here is for informational purposes only and not intended as financial, legal, or political advice. Always do your own research. Burkina Faso is lighting up its future with a bold $50 billion solar energy revolution. In a historic move towards sustainability, the nation is harnessing the power of the sun to transform its energy sector, cut carbon emissions, and fuel economic growth. Stay tuned as we explore how this West African country is taking the lead in Africa's green energy transition.
In the heart of Africa, a revolution is underway, a revolution powered by the very lifeblood of our planet, the sun. Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation nestled between the Sahara Desert and the tropical forests of West Africa, has set its sights on becoming a regional powerhouse in solar energy. With an ambitious investment of $50 billion, this small Sahel nation is about to embark on one of the most transformative energy projects in history. But why is Burkina Faso making this gigantic leap into solar? What are the challenges it faces, and what can we learn from its bold journey? Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind Burkina Faso's dazzling solar plans and explore the potential impact on the country's future and the wider African continent. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe for more informative content like this. Now let's get started. Burkina Faso, a land of ancient traditions and untapped potential, has long been overshadowed by its more prominent neighbors. But this West African nation is stepping out of the shadows with a bold vision that could change everything. The country's leaders have recognized the immense potential of solar energy and are investing heavily to make the most of this valuable resource. With a population of over 22 million people and a rapidly growing economy, Burkina Faso needs a reliable and sustainable source of energy to power its future. And solar is the answer. The country's solar potential is truly remarkable. With over 300 days of sunshine per year, Burkina Faso receives an average of 5 to 7 kilowatt-hours of solar radiation daily. This translates to nearly 1,800 trillion watt-hours of solar energy annually, enough to meet the country's energy needs for decades. Burkina Faso also boasts vast tracts of unused land, providing ample space for large-scale solar farms. Despite this potential, however, Burkina Faso faces significant challenges in harnessing solar power. Limited technical expertise and financial resources have hampered the development of the country's solar industry. Furthermore, the remote location of many rural communities makes grid connection difficult, limiting access to electricity. Traditional energy sources, such as fossil fuels, are expensive and unsustainable, placing a heavy burden on the government and citizens alike. Recognizing these challenges, the government of Burkina Faso has embarked on a series of reforms to promote solar energy. The country has introduced feed-in tariffs to encourage private investment in solar projects. It has also launched a national solar program providing off-grid solar solutions to rural communities. These initiatives have already yielded positive results, with solar-powered schools, health clinics, and homes popping up across the country. One of the most significant steps taken by the government is the launch of the National Solar Program, or PNS in French. This program to provide off-grid solar solutions to rural communities which lack access to electricity. Under the PNS, the government plans to install solar-powered streetlights, water pumps, and household systems to provide sustainable energy to millions of Burkina Faso. The program is expected to cost around $400 million and will be funded through a combination of public and private sources. The government has also introduced policies to promote the use of solar energy in the agricultural sector. Burkina Faso is a predominantly agricultural country, with over 80% of its population engaged in farming activities. Providing farmers with access to solar-powered irrigation systems would not only boost agricultural production, but also create jobs and improve the lives of rural communities. To support these initiatives, The government has invested in training local technicians to install and maintain solar systems. The country has also developed a national strategy for the promotion of renewable energies, or S&PRE in French. This strategy outlines the country's commitment to increasing the share of renewable energy in its energy mix to 20% by 2025. Burkina Faso's solar revolution is not just about providing energy to its citizens. It's about creating a sustainable future for the country. By harnessing the power of the sun, Burkina Faso can reduce its dependence on fossil fuels and mitigate the effects of climate change. The country is also positioning itself as a regional hub for solar energy, attracting investment and creating jobs. One of the biggest advantages of solar energy is its environmental friendliness. Unlike fossil fuels, solar energy does not produce greenhouse gas emissions, making it an attractive option for countries looking to reduce their carbon footprint. By investing in solar, Burkina Faso is taking a significant step towards a cleaner and more sustainable future. Another advantage of solar energy is its scalability. Solar panels can be installed on a small scale to provide energy to individual homes or businesses, or on a large scale to power entire communities. This flexibility makes solar energy an ideal solution for countries like Burkina Faso, which have both urban and rural populations. However, Burkina Faso's solar revolution is not without its challenges. The country faces a number of technical, financial, and regulatory hurdles that must be overcome to ensure the success of its solar program. One of the biggest challenges is the need for technical expertise. Implementing and maintaining solar energy systems requires specialized knowledge and skills that are currently lacking in Burkina Faso. The country needs to invest in training and education to develop a skilled workforce capable of handling solar projects. Another challenge is the high upfront cost of solar energy. While solar energy is cheaper in the long run, the initial investment can be a barrier to entry for many individuals and businesses. Burkina Faso needs to find ways to make solar energy more affordable, such as through government subsidies or tax incentives. Regulatory hurdles are also a major obstacle to Burkina Faso's solar revolution. The country's legal and regulatory framework does not yet adequately support the development of solar energy. The government needs to streamline the permitting process and establish clear rules for the sector to attract investors. Despite these challenges, Burkina Faso's commitment to its solar revolution is unwavering. The country's leaders recognize that the benefits of solar energy outweigh the costs and are determined to make it work. They are working closely with international partners to share best practices and learn from other countries' experiences in implementing solar programs. One of the lessons they've learned is the importance of community involvement. Solar energy is most successful when it is integrated into the local community. Burkina Faso is ensuring that local residents are involved in the planning and implementation of solar projects so that they become self-sufficient and empowered to maintain the systems. Another lesson they've learned is the need for flexibility and adaptability. The solar industry is constantly evolving, and Burkina Faso is remaining agile to take advantage of new technologies and approaches. They are also open to partnerships with private companies and non-governmental organizations to bring in new ideas and resources. Burkina Faso's solar revolution is not just about providing energy. It's about empowering communities, reducing poverty, and driving economic growth. By investing in solar energy, Burkina Faso is creating a brighter future for its citizens and positioning itself as a leader in the African solar industry. As we conclude our exploration of Burkina Faso's solar revolution, it's clear that the country's commitment to sustainable energy is inspiring. Despite the challenges, Burkina Faso is paving the way for other African nations to follow suit and harness the power of the sun. The country's focus on community involvement, flexibility, and innovation is key to its success and can serve as a model for other aspiring solar nations. What's more, The potential economic benefits of Burkina Faso's solar revolution cannot be overstated. By attracting investment and creating jobs in the solar industry, the country is laying the foundation for a more diversified and resilient economy. As solar energy becomes more affordable and accessible, we can expect to see even more innovation and growth in the sector. Burkina Faso's journey towards a sustainable future powered by the sun is just beginning. But one thing is certain, the country's commitment to this revolution will have far-reaching impacts for generations to come. As the world looks to Africa for innovative solutions to energy challenges, Burkina Faso is leading the way and proving that with determination and investment, anything is possible. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.